You walked in a room and someone already judged you. Someone already make their mind if they trust you or not. Not by knowing you, not after talking to you. In just 200 milliseconds. Less than a time you need for a blink. And the worst part, they didn't even realize they judge you. That's how fast our brain judge someone's face. How fast you judge someone by just seeing. And here is the most terrifying part it is we don't even realize we judge that fast. And almost every time our judgment is wrong. The test said that 100% if they judge someone, almost 95% chances you judge wrong the person. And most of the people judge the same person in a same way. If you think someone enter in your room, whatever you thinking about that person, the next person sitting behind you think the same, exactly same what you think to the other person, to the exact person. Today I'm going down to the break psychology of facial impression. Why your face control how people trust you and treat you, and why those judgments are always wrong, and how we outsmart our own brain to feel controlled and live happy life. I'm Saksham Sethi, a learn psychology from ground up. Let's begin. Let me give you a number 160 milliseconds to 200 milliseconds. That's the max time they need to judge anyone, to form a complete first impression of any person. This isn't a really guess, this is a proper research. A psychologist, Alexander Todorov at Princeton University, spent years study on this topic, and they find the data from thousands of people and make a program that could identify which parts our brains see and judge. We will trust that people, we will fear from it. The people is dangerous or the person is smart. What features trigger your gut brain? The tilt of the mouth, the eyebrows, distance between your eyes. These tiny features tell your brain the person is good or nah, I don't want to talk to this person. And it happened before even you realize. It's just take 160 milliseconds. For context, blink take 400 milliseconds. So you judge a person before you blinked and you don't even know. Now, here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. It's not the first impression or fast. It's everyone thinks same about the first impression. Alexander research shows if give you a group of peoples and ask thousands of peoples what do you think which one is trustworthy, a lot of people choose the same persons, not some of, not 50-50, not even a 70, 93% peoples almost choose the same persons repeatedly. This look are more trustworthy people. Different people, different background, different countries, but decision almost same. Think about what that means, brother. When you walk into a room, you send a signals all to them. Your face send a signal and everyone receive in the same way. If someone tell you what they think about you, almost all the person in that room think about same to you. So the same signals and same way to everyone. Okay, so we know first impression and fast and universal. But it's matter in real life? Bro, it's matter more than you think. I give you a shocking example. Politics. Alexander and his team show us our results. They do experiments on people. They show up politics face. No background, no knowing, no name, just faces. No information, just only faces. And what do you think? What's the result says? They ask a random peoples who look more competitive, who look more trustworthy, and the results are 70% same to the real elections of the result. It's not that a shocking. It's not a life changing. It's a reality changing. And not even their policies, not their promises, not even their experiences. Just how the face look, just how their face shaped by the time. People think they vote on their information, their promises, but no. We see, we judge, we vote. And the best part, we both know. Not even a politicians, not even us. And it doesn't stop at a politics. Face effect who get hired, face effect who get promoted, face effect who win any competition. Walk into a job interview and the interviewer already decide they give you a job or not. Not seeing your data, not seeing your CV, not seeing your experience, doesn't even care about a skill. That's how the first impression change. A lot of things we don't even know it happens. Before you say a single word from your mouth, man, you lost or you win. So everyone judged the same way and it's affect the real outcomes. But here's the question that changed everything. That judgment is accurate. The answer is no. Alexander teams show us our results. Whatever we judge, our most of the chances our judgment are wrong. Are these judgment are correct? Do people who look threatened, they are a killer? No. Who people look trustworthy, they are really trustworthy? No. The answer is no. The research show facial expression judgment is not a judgment. There's no data, there's no any accuracy in that. You just see and judge. There's lesser than a 1% chance you're right in that judgment. And most of the chances you make better decision if you just ignore a face 100%. Think about it, man. Your brain is working hard for judging person. It's automate, it's fast, it feels right. But the scary part, you're always wrong. Not just you, everyone's always wrong judging by facial expression. And it's not a random talk, it's a test, it's a research from a psychologist. Your face radar is broken, and our brain didn't even know that. So, why does this happen eventually? Why does your brain judge faces? Why does your brain judge faces so fast, so universal, and so unaccurate? Here's the most fascinating theory about that. It starts with babies, a cute little one, babies. Think, how would you feel when you see a face of a baby? Any baby. I think no one declined that. Every baby is a cute, every baby is nice, every baby is a sweet. But we forget we are also babies at some point. You feel warmth, you feel trust, you feel security around that. The evolution, baby need protection, baby need security, baby need attentions. The problem, your brain applied the same thing with adults. Who they has baby faces as in their adulthood, they always have more chances to get opportunities, to get promotions. Your brain say baby, your brain saying it's trust. even if that person is a con artist, even if that person is a killer. Research show in a court, if the killer is a baby faced, a judgment is less cruel. There is a more chance they get a minimum punishment for their scam, for their fraud, for their killing. Isn't that scary? Isn't that hard to believe, brother? And baby faces adults are more manipulated. Person trust more. Person easy to agree. If baby faces ask you something, they need something, they ask. Most of the times they get. And always say he or she is just a lucky person. Everyone's love them. Somewhere we also love them. And it's getting it wrong. Almost every time. Not a one, not a single, not a sum of time. Every time. Most of the time. So, what do you do about this information? You can't control your brain. You can't stop judging because it's automate, it's fast. It's just take 160 seconds, not seconds, milliseconds. Your blinking feels slower in front of this. It happens before you be a conscious about it. But you can make the better decision even after judgment. Here's how. The moment you feel your gut says like, dislike, trust, distrust, just ask why. Ask on what basis. I trust this person. Ask why. Why I trust this person. What I think in that person is that's the reason I trust that. Based on what? Their faces or their skill? Make yourself answer with the evidence, with the proof. Not what do you think, not what do you see. Because sometimes your eyes also lying. What is the actual evidence? And if you can't, if you don't have data, if you don't have know what the person do, you are not ready to judge the person. Simple as that. At least on books. But we both know how hard it is. Here's a powerful strategy. Alexander tells us about that. In first 5 seconds of a meeting someone, notice your impression. And after that, entire life, they're trying to prove it wrong. If your gut say the person is trustworthy, looking for evidence for untrustness. If you think the person look like dangerous, you looking evidence, no, this is a cute person. If your gut say it's incompetence, looking for evidence for a competence. You are not ignore your instincts. You just cross check your guts. You just cross check your feelings by data, by testing it, not randomly trusting it. And most of the time you find your instincts is incomplete. And this is the most practical one. In a situation when your judgment is matter, like hiring someone or a big decision, delay the face-to-face meetings. The clear answer. Look at the resumes first. Read their work. Hear about their track. Know about their experiences. Because when you see their faces, you already judged. You don't even know about that. Remove the face from the equation until you have a real information. So here's what you know now. Your brain judge a face under 160 milliseconds to 200 milliseconds. Everyone around you judges judge the same way that you do. And we all wrong. Those judgments affect elections, jobs, promotions, opportunities, relationships, and most of the time the judgments are wrong. Your brain using a baby face protections. But the truth is that same protection don't go for the adults and it failing. But now you know how to stop that, how to fight on that. Ask based on what? Why? Where's the proof? Where's the data? Prove yourself wrong. Delay the faces. You won't stop judging. No one can. But you can stop acting on bad judgments. You change your behavior. You change your own reaction about them. The difference between someone controlled by the mind and someone controlled the mind. New video every Tuesday 9 pm. This is real, this is raw, this is learning out loud. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, champions.